Welcome back to my channel. I'm Becky, and we are going to talk about, we're going to do something a little different today. We're actually going to talk about 3 items, and then at the end of the video, I will give away one of them. So let me start by showing you the items we're going to be talking about today. So the first one here is the Rocketbook. This one's a little unique because it kind of combines writing and paper type of stuff and also electronic. It kind of combines the two. I'll show you what I mean. The next one we're going to talk about today is this one, and it's called the Impact Planner. And then this one, which kind of went along with it, is called Impact Theory. And this is a notebook. So we're going to be talking about all 3 of these, and I'm pretty excited to get started. So let's flip to the other view and we'll start the conversation here. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about here is the Rocketbook notebook. Now this one is 8.5 by 11. It's basically a notebook where you write on the pages here, and then what you can do is you use this QR code to scan it. And you probably can't see this, but there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little icons here. And the way these icons work is within the app, which is where you scan the items in, you will identify this icon means to go to this particular Google Drive or this particular whatever you use for your documents. They have quite a few options. I used the Google Drive. So for this one, I sent it to my personal Google Drive. This one I sent to my work Google Drive, that type of thing. And then you can use other things besides Google. They had quite a few different options there, which is very handy if you use other tools. So basically what you do, you must use this type of erasable pen. Let me show you here. It's got the eraser right on here. This is the Pilot Fusion, I think. This one's a 0.7. This is the pen that came with the notebook. So you can write things on here. You know, the typical hello, welcome, etc. It writes very smooth. It's kind of like writing on paper, but it's also like too smooth to be real paper. If anybody's ever written on a stone notebook, I have a few of those that I'll be reviewing later on our series. Those stone notebooks, it kind of feels like that. It's very, very smooth. So the pen just, you know, flows on here, which is kind of nice. And then again, once you're finished and you want to keep the items, you would scan them with your phone on the Rocketbook app with this QR code, and then if I mark this one, it'll send it to my work Google Drive. If I mark this one, it'll send it to my personal. The rest of these icons I have not assigned yet, so I think it would just store it on the Rocketbook app at this point. And then what you do, once you're done and you have it all scanned into your electronic version, you do need to get this is the microcloth wipe that you wipe it with. You do need to get a little bit damp. And then what you do is you literally wipe it clean. And then you can kind of dry it and let it air dry a little bit, and then you're ready to go again. So you can use this over and over and over, which is great, you know, for the environment, that kind of thing. On the notebook I have, I believe there are 18 pages, and you could use 36 because you can write on both sides. I'm one of those weird people that I will only write on one side. I never write on the back side of any notebook. It's just the way I roll. But anyway, so this notebook, let me tell you what I found that I liked about it and what I found that it was not very useful for me. So I did receive this one as a gift from my sister. I believe it was Christmas, maybe my birthday. And it came with all that you see here. It has this little holder for your pen that I actually put on. It kind of sticks on there. You don't have to put it on, but that comes with the set as well. It's packaged very well, which the package is long gone because I opened this up on Christmas. Now, a couple things about this. For me, since this is a like I said, 8.5 by 11 regular normal sheet of paper. It's a little bigger than I like to write on for my notepads. So that was the first kind of strike against it for me. I did enjoy writing. The smoothness of this is pretty nice. So it's kind of fun to write on. And one thing I will tell you too, I forgot to mention, when you write on here, you kind of have to let it dry a little before you erase it. You can use this eraser. They don't recommend you use it too much because it can damage the coating on the paper. It also doesn't get rid of kind of the indentation from your writing. It might get rid of the ink, but it doesn't get rid of the indentation. However, when you do the wipe, it does seem to get rid of the indentation somehow. So you can use the eraser, but they don't recommend it, and I don't recommend it from having used it. But the other thing that I will tell you is, like I said, I've had this since Christmas. I've literally only uploaded one time to the app and sent it to either my personal or my work address, Google. Again, for me, I'm either going to do something electronically or I'm going to do something manual. I don't really combine the two. So for me, I would not recommend this for if you're like me and you don't want to combine the two really. The one plus though I will say is once you upload it, you are able to search for things. So if you write a note, you put it in and then 6 months later you're trying to find it, you can search. It does translate your writing into words and you can search on it. I did a little test of that. I would show you, but the app is on my phone and I'm recording on my phone. So it is useful that way, but again, I've had it for almost a year and I've never done that. So apparently it's not something I would normally use. Now, the one thing I will say is that during COVID, I was working from home 100%. And what I wound up using this for is kind of like a whiteboard. I'm one of those people at work that I just love writing on the whiteboard, especially when I'm kind of showing somebody something particular. I want to kind of write it out and maybe even do some, okay, the clock is going off, so sorry. So do some like sketching and things of certain projects. So I love whiteboards, and at home I didn't have a whiteboard. So I've been using this as my whiteboard since I've been home on COVID. Now we're back to work, so don't have the need as much. I do recommend this as kind of that type of activity. You can do some drawing and some writing. This particular one does have lines on it. You can also get one with dot grid. I don't think they had a blank one, but I could be wrong. I did look on the website. They also had different sizes. They have this size and then one that's, let's see, I think I wrote it down in here. They have an executive that's 6 by 8.8, and then they have a very small pocket one. I don't remember the dimensions. 3.5 by 5.5. That one actually sounds fun to me, having the pocket one. It'd be kind of a fun one to play with, I think. But anyway, this one, even though it's not my favorite, I am not going to be giving it away, which is why we're going to be showing some other items today. Because I do use it for a whiteboard. So I don't really use it what it was intended for, but I do use it. So once again, not giving this away today, but wanted to talk through it. And again, it comes with all these items you see here. So that's the first item. So now we're going to get into the second and third item here. So these two, they're related. They didn't really come together, but they are related. Impact Theory, I believe, is where I received them from or purchased them from. I will put a link to their website as well as Rocketbook's website in this video. I really just wanted the planner, but this one was in there, so I bought it too. So I'm going to talk about both of them, and I'm going to give away one of these. So first of all, let's talk about the planner. So the planner it's a little bigger than I would like. Let me check here. I wrote down the size. The planner is 7.5 by 10. And so again, a little bigger than I like, but not bad. So let's open it up here. So there is, you know, the normal page. There's some notes here. There's a lot of extra stuff, I would say, in this one. A letter to your future self, a habit tracker, and then each day what I'm grateful for, my top 2 beliefs today, my important things list for today, potential roadblocks I might face, my strategy and plan for the day, notes, daily journal, and reflection. So that's in there for each day, which is kind of nice. And then it's got these in-between pages that do different things. So all the days are the same. I believe there's some things extra for, here we go. So this is a monthly review. So they've got basically to check in with you every month. How are things going? What things did I say I would do last month? Did I do according to what went according to plan and what didn't, and why? What are the things you've learned this month? Things you're going to leave behind, learnings to take with you to the next month, and then what are you going to do next month to be even more successful? So there are extra sections in here. There's a weekly review, a monthly review. I believe this journal is maybe 90 days worth of dailies. Again, it's not something that kind of spoke to me. So once I got it and opened it up, I could just see it wasn't something I was going to use. There's not really a lot of reasoning other than the size is a little too big for me. And I don't know, it was just a little too much stuff in there for me. So this is what I'll be giving away this week, is this impact planner. So if you're interested, you need to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment on the video, WMIY, what's mine is yours, and then you'll be put into the giveaway. The second thing, the third thing, I guess, the second thing in the impact theory set that I want to talk about is this notebook. So this notebook is actually a great size for me. I love this size. It is, let's see, a 6 by 8.5, I believe. Perfect size for me. Love the size. So it came with or no, I bought both of them, I guess, but they came from the same place. When I first opened it, I loved it. Looks great, right? So here's the little flap. You open this up. Already taken some notes for work, but you can see it came like this. It's already falling apart. This is how it came. I have hardly used it, and just chunks are coming out of it. So yeah, it's not the greatest notebook. I just kind of shove it back in every time and then close it. If it's closed, it looks fine. You can't tell too much. But yeah, it's a pretty crappy notebook, really. The writing experience is fine. I've been writing on it for about a week or so for work, and it's fine. But definitely it's already was apart when I got it, so it's kind of a piece of crap. So again, I'm not going to give this away since I'm already writing in it. I'm just going to keep using it. But I am going to be giving away the impact planner as we discussed. So again, we went through the Rocketbook, and we went through the 2 impact theory items, a planner and a notebook. This is the item that I'll be giving away, which is the planner. Again, if you're interested in entering the giveaway, please like this post, subscribe to my channel, and comment WMIY, what's mine is yours, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for next week when I will give away another notebook or planner.